It's a Collum Thang. I fay Collum fairly. I fell from the tree in 1943. The first one to walk on the ground. To give them help, I elected myself. So I could show them around. I was a big brother unlike any other. I taught them how they should be. Whether by choice or by my voice. They always followed me. Each one was a test, but I did my best. They followed closely along. They are smart, with a kind heart. They all stayed close to home. As time went by, love caught my eye. I soon had kids of my own. I thought I was shrewd, wifey did too. But our kids proved us wrong. A little blonde who looks like mom will melt your heart every time. When she asks, you jump to the task, forgetting what troubles your mind. There are soon others, sisters and brothers. You are responsible for all of them. No matter the call, you face it all. With all your vigor and vim. When you get tall and know it all. Don't think you are a man. You realize, when your child cries, it's time to start learning again. I learned pretty quick that love is the trick. It will never let you down. My name is James, it's a Collum Thang. I hope you keep hanging around.
Things did improve. I made my move. It was time for things to change. I made new laws, just because I was tired of listening to James. From early to late, I kept them straight. I did not let anything slip. Sweep the floor, or crank the mower. With a baby on my hip, whatever I'd say, they quickly obeyed. They had many reasons to beg. I bit the cat, and I wore the hat, and I broke my uncle's leg. Then I learned that my heart yearned for a handsome neighbor of ours. The world disappeared when he was near. Yes, I relinquished my powers. It didn't take long. Kids came along. I learned pretty fast about life. Things go around with ups and downs, and no one is safe from strife. You will have good and bad as you should. It's all tied together with love. Keep it safe with prayer and faith. It will soon fit like a glove. Don't be too wise in your own eyes. Let others tell your tale, because what they see might not be the story that you want to tell. Follow your faith every day. Stay true in your time that remains. My name is Sue, and I know it's true. It still is a Collum Thang. Okay, let me in, and give me the pen. I'll write it the way that it goes. No need to fight, because what I write will be right on the nose. So pay attention to all this dissension. We don't know for whom the bell rings. I can hand down rules, and follow them too. And I can even sound very mean. I learned a lot, and I never forgot just how to be in charge. I could crack the whip, and never slip. I made them tow the barge, and like James and Sue, I had a small crew, so my leadership was not severe. So I turned to play. They had their way. They loved me, and it was clear. In my mind during that time, I wanted more love than respect. Had I known how it could have gone, I would cancel the love, I expect. But oh, alas, it is in the past, and oh, the things that I learned, I would not trade 1 minute or day, for the way my world has turned. I did what I could, be it bad or good, and no compunction I feel. Each has his own, no one is alone. We must always keep it real. So I relented, as my term ended, and gladly handed over the reins. My name is Faye, and I always say, it is surely a Collum Thang. Here I stand with a whip in my hand. Only two can I order about. One is a boy, he wants a toy. The other is a girl who shouts. Now I admit, I can throw a fit, but I argue with myself. I will grumble and even mumble. I don't include anyone else. Not much to do. I'll soon be through. My leadership tenure will end. It's only two, not much of a crew. They don't need a boss, but a friend. No bossing about. We'll just hang out and take whatever life brings. And who is to say that maybe today we might have cornbread and greens? I did my term and quickly learned that I wanted another life, being a mom with kids of my own and dealing with everyday strife. Before very long, this life came along. 4 boys to love and adore. They each had a way of making my day. They kept me from being bored. A house full of boys and all their toys was certainly a busy time. All the noise did not lessen the joys they gave me in this heart of mine. I have no regrets, and will never forget the time I tried to reign. My name is Anne, and I understand it's always a Collum Thang.
I won the toss, now I'm the boss. But Darlene doesn't know. She just screams, she is so mean. And always tells me no. It's not fair, when I was there. I followed all the rules. Now here I am, with her in hand. And she just boo-hoo-hoos. It's a daily toil, I think she's spoiled. Why did I draw this hand? If she only knew what to do, maybe she'd understand. But she is frail, we must not yell, or else she'll have her way. When it's her lot to call the shots, I hope no one will obey. As time went on, I left it alone. It was just time to give in. The harder I tried, the louder she cried. So I just allowed her to win. Things were better down to the letter. She thought my title was gone. So she smiled, and all the while, I was glad she didn't catch on. In time I grew, and then I knew. I ventured out into the world. I soon found that love abounds when you have found the right girl. We started a life of peace and strife, with many blessings to claim. I'm Roger, I know, and I proved it so. It really is a Collum Thang.
I am Darlene. Roger said I'm mean. He wants to make me cry. Whatever I say, they turn away. No matter how hard I try. What did I do to earn this crew? I just cannot get ahead. They'd smile and say, it's okay. We heard every word you said. Every day, they pulled away. It seemed I was at a loss. Then with a kiss, they said this, we know you are the boss. Oh, how I beamed. It was a dream. They finally were doing it right. I laughed out loud. I was so proud. But why did they do a high five? As time went on, I moved along. I handed in my crown. My crew stayed, and now the next one who came around. But as for me, with dignity, I made a life with Dwight. I lived in town, to go around, almost every night. I enjoyed my part, it filled my heart, with memories I'll always keep, with room for more, I always adore. The times they spend with me, family is cool, they always rule, as they continue to change. I found in time, this family of mine, is always a Collum Thang. Now it's my turn to live and learn, and try to rule these two. But he is a maybe, she is the baby, and it leaves me with no clue. The first decree I made for me, keep smiling and pretend they'll be okay, and one day they'll be the best of friends. It did not fail, we did very well, without dissension at all. No pulling hair, or throwing a chair, no bouncing against the wall, just plain folks with fun and jokes. We managed to grow and learn. I love these pests, but I must confess, for another life I yearned. I was married, but I still tarried, for much needed family time. Plans we made, games we played. I cherish these memories of mine. I discovered my sister and brother, had no regrets to tell. My name is Sandy, and with lots of candy. I think I taught them well. Throughout my life, I had some strife. Sometimes I felt the grief, but when I was sad, or just felt bad, my siblings were there for me. My life is my own, my family is grown. I often suffer with pain. Whatever the season, love is the reason. It's always a Collum Thang.
As I step up to take this cup, let me be perfectly clear. This great clan has needed a man to straighten it out for years. As time went by, I found that I was finally able to lead. What did I find in this kingdom of mine? They, RUNDOFT. So now here I stand, an able man, with only one still here for me. Just the baby, and what a lady she has turned out to be. But I will try with all my might to keep her from going astray. If my work fails, I'll know too well. The baby will have her own way. In good health, I searched for wealth. But somehow it got misplaced. I owe, so off I go. To keep my bills all paid. I camp for pleasure, that's my treasure. It keeps my thoughts in line. Just nature and me, and often a bee. But don't pay him any mind. I am Danny, it might sound uncanny. I have most of what I had. I lost a lot, even my pots. But my luck ain't been all bad. Like other men, when my ship comes in, I'll probably be on a train. But even that won't leave me flat, because it is a Collum Thang.
Never fear, Missy is here. I'm happy with the lot I drew. You aren't the baby, but still maybe, you might feel the way that I do. Unlike the rest, I have been blessed to learn from all the others. Not many folks can laugh and joke with so many sisters and brothers. I had none to lead, it was just me. I was the last one to stay, but I passed the test, did my best, and like Elvis, I did it my way. Cannot measure the awesome treasure that everyone gave me, you see. As I carry on, I'm never alone. I have all of you in me. I learned from you, it is all true, a lesson of honor each time. So be ye aware, if I cheat or swear, one of you will pay for the crime. But I digress, I must confess, the crime will not come to be. Babies are to hug, cuddle, and love, and I am the baby, you see. Here we are, after traveling far. We've gone down many roads, older now, and yet somehow, we still carry heavy loads. Be not dismayed, we all played our part in this rugged terrain. Each in his time we all did shine, in this marvelous Collum Thang.